Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's middle of April here in Maine. This is by far the most beautiful day that we've had yet this year, and it's springtime. So fishing is upon us. But I did a thing at the end of last year, end of November. I got on Marketplace and I ended up buying a boat, and today's the day I get it out and see if it actually works, because I have not fired this thing up. I'm assuming it works, it should work. There's no reason why it shouldn't, but I haven't tested it. Right there is the boat. It's a 14-foot Lund aluminum boat and got a nice trailer. All this stuff was in the boat when I bought it. Couple nets, those are the old tires, couple paddles. There's new tires on the trailer. Some fishing rods in there, another net, and you can see like the seats and this Mercury 15 horse 4-stroke motor. I'm gonna get the motor fired up first and make sure that we have no issues with it. And then I have bought all the stuff to do a service on it. So like gear oil, engine oil, oil filter, and we'll get all that stuff changed out. The reason why I got this boat is because it was actually a really good price. I was just scrolling Marketplace and it was like in my feed and it said, you know, posted 2 hours ago. I shot the guy a message, gave him an offer, and he accepted it. So I literally just got on the road and drove like 2 hours from where I'm at and went and picked it up. The motor here, the prior owner bought brand new in 2022. I will just say this, the price of the boat, this whole package, all the stuff was less than what that motor cost brand new in 2022, 4 years ago. So steal, absolute bargain. Let me get it pulled out of here and get working on it. Good news, it works. That started up pretty easy, so I'm happy about that. And by the end of this video, we're gonna have this boat on the water and we're gonna be doing an adventure with it, so I'm super pumped about that. All right, so we're gonna get the gear oil changed out on this first. There's a couple screws here, so there's one down here, which is the drain. Up here is the fill level, and so we'll get the oil drained out from down here, and then we'll fill it. And I've got the Mercury gear oil kit and everything. We'll fill it until it comes back up to this level, so I'll show you guys how we do that. All right guys, so just for a closer look, here is that screw that I was talking about down there, and that's the drain. And then up here is the one that will fill it back up to. So I'll get this one out first, and then I will undo this one. Kind of creates a vacuum and just kind of lets everything come out, and then we'll pump it back in through here till it comes to that level. All right, that screw was in some tight, but got it out. Oil's coming down, looks gunky and nasty.
Are we actually gonna help you with things like working on the boat?
There we go. Look at that.
That's a lot of oil.
We will get this thing open. Yeah, that one was a small one though. Put that in.
This side.
You can see it coming out the top. So I'm gonna put this top screw in.
Unplug it.
You gotta unplug it. Put that away for next year. All right, gear oil's changed. Now we're gonna do the engine oil. So the first thing I gotta do is I gotta tilt this up, and I got the drain plug right here. So I gotta tilt this up and then rotate the motor so it will drain out. So we're gonna do that, get the oil pan down here, and we'll work on getting this oil out of here. Woo!
Is the camera off?
Woo!
I can see a blinking red. Right? Oh.
No, it's just recording.
Is that?
It's draining all the oil. Lower it back down. Let it rest a minute so the oil that's in the engine and everything can come down and drain as well. And then just a moment, we're going to tilt it up one more time and work on draining the rest of the oil. Here's the old oil filter. I got the new one on. I hate this oil filter wrench. It's like adjustable, but the teeth in here, you know, this one I was getting out, I didn't really care because this is the old one. So I dented it some, took off the paint there and everything. Putting this one in, it just like scuffed it all up. I was real careful to not go too hard to actually like crush it. But the teeth, you know, because of that, the teeth were just kind of like slipping on it. And so the whole outside edge is all scuffed. Doesn't change the performance of it. I just hate it because I'm OCD and it just looks terrible. But anyway, oil filter's in. Time to get oil put in this thing and get it topped off, then fire it up. Let it idle for a little bit and make sure we're all good. And then the servicing part of it's done. After that, I'm gonna get some things ordered like rod holders, transducer mount, put a transducer on it and everything. Get this cleaned out and cleaned up a little bit. And then I might actually mount like a downrigger over in this corner for a couple trolling rods and stuff. So pouring, I don't want to overfill it. So I'll just check our dipstick. See how we're doing. Still got room to go. Now that that's idled for 5 minutes, the oil's dispersed, it's settled. The oil level is a little low. It's like on the bottom, like bare minimum of what it needs to be. So I'm gonna get another quart of oil just so I can bring that up and get more. Other than that though, pretty straightforward. It's running good. So I'm gonna get that oil ordered and I'll see you guys when it comes in. Probably order some other stuff with it and we'll get this boat out on the water. Who's that? Look who came with all of our stuff. Look at that. Oh yeah. Downrigger, rope, rod holders, transducer mount. We're back at it. We've got a bunch of stuff that's been delivered and we're gonna work on getting this boat set up. So the whole list of stuff to do, we're gonna get started with it. Let's get going. All right, so one of the biggest things we're doing today is we're gonna get a downrigger mounted here. I don't know where, but somewhere on this seat, we're gonna get it mounted. I got this Canon Unitrol 10 STX. One thing I did really like about this model, so I went with it, is it does have the swivel base. So I can mount that, and not only can I detach the downrigger and leave the base on here, but I can also swivel it and pivot the downrigger. I gotta get this board off here. I'm gonna bolt through. I've got long bolts and everything. I'm gonna bolt through, and then we'll get it mounted. The cable, this cable, will run through this eyelet down here, and that's gonna hit the side of the boat. So I've got to get this up high enough where the cable will run over the side of the boat. My plan for that is I've got some leftover here of this very expensive marine board. I think I'm going to cut out maybe four of these or so in squares. And I'm basically just going to cut 4 squares out and I'm going to make a block. All right. All right, we're going to see how the spacing of 3 of these blocks does and getting that downrigger, that pedestal lifted a little bit over the side of the boat. Let me put that in there. Put that in that. That'll do it. Get that in there. Nice and tight. All right, there it is. Nothing fancy, but it'll do the trick. I can literally just rotate it right here, and that gets it up, and that'll clear with the cable over the side. I got that figured out. Downrigger's on. I can go like this, right over the back of the boat. Cable clears everything. Angle, and put it right over there. And then this will just unscrew and loosen that right up, and the whole unit comes right off. Simple as that. I got this mount for the transducer. I'll show you what I'm working with. Pretty nice. This thing actually just goes anywhere over the side and just clamps, which is pretty cool. So I can actually take the transducer off if I don't want it kicking around on the boat. I don't know that I'm going to get everything done tonight because losing daylight here It's 7:45 right now, but made some good progress. I really just got to get the boat cleaned out, which is going to take a lot of time. I got anchors on the front and back, so I did just get some new anchor line, and I'm going to re-spool those. I do have a transom saver for the motor, so I got to mount the bracket to the trailer and then get that connected. Taking the boat down like dirt roads, a lot of stuff in Maine. We got, you know, small ponds that are down dirt roads. Stuff can get pretty rough. That motor bouncing around on the back, I just want to take some of the stress off the transom. So I did get a transom saver that will just make it a little bit better going down. I'll feel better about going down these roads and some bumpy areas just without the motor constantly just putting all that stress on the transom. And we tighten it down. There it is. That is the mount. I'm gonna go set that on there though, show you guys what it looks like real quick before I wrap it up for the evening. All right, put the cable up in, set that right down there. And the transom. We're in business. The boat is tipped back right now. I was trying to drain some water from it. And the motor's kicked out as well. One adjustment, so the motor would be down more with the boat. The boat will be level, and then I'd have to adjust that, but I like it. Cable comes right out the top here, right to this. I'll just run that through the boat. I got plenty of it. I'll just run that and connect that right to my ice fishing bundle thing. Throw that on the seat over there. Another day, more work on the boat. That is nice and firm. I like that. Perfect. That's perfect. Got the inside vacuumed out. I could wash it, but right now just got it all cleaned up. Got the gas line all cleaned up. There's the tank. New rope. Got the anchor underneath there. Got some goodies in that little box, registration and such. Base here for my downrigger. Rod holders reattached. Get everything in here. Get it all cleaned out. I could really scrub the bottom down. Anchor in the front. Rope there. Another seat. The next time I'm on camera, we'll be putting this boat in on the water. We'll make sure she floats, and the adventures are going to start with this, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Puddles, that's almost a good sign.
Yeah, so far she's dry. Woo! On the water, floats, and we're on the water and there's no water in the boat, which is good.
Not yet.
Not yet. Alright guys, we are out here. Boat made it. Ran well. Just as dry as can be in here, which is always a good thing. Now, let's see if we can catch a fish while we're out here. No point in getting the boat wet if you're not going to get a line wet, you know, so that's what we're doing.
Fish bit my froggen rod. There we go.
Good.
There we go. Oh no!
No, is that the frog?
Yeah. Let's see it out. There we go.
Got it?
Yeah. Oh, it's pickerel.
First fish in the boat, Dan. Right there, guys. First fish in the boat. It's been christened in about 5 minutes. Old pickerel, but nice.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I washed it.
Got it?
Yeah. Dang. There we go.
Nice. Look at that.
Walloped it.
Nice.
Walloped it.
Sweet.
I'm not even interested in it. Oh,
There
yes,
we go.
sir.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Dude, there we go.
Big
Come on. Good stuff, yeah.
Nice one or a good one? Oh, that's a nice one.
Yep.
Nice. Yes,
That's
sir.
good. That's good through there. There we go. My first one in the boat. Nice little bass. That was fun. Let's see. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Boat floats, and we're catching fish out of it. So good start. Super pumped about it. Quick trip out. We got 3 fish in the boat, so that was a success. Didn't spend much time out here. This is the first of many adventures on this boat. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next boat adventures. And we'll look forward to seeing you on the next adventure. And thanks to Dan for coming out with me.
Thanks for
All right.
having me.
Until next time, guys.